I want you to say the two words on the screen now. As an English major student, you were able to say both of these words. And to do this, you needed to make sounds. But making sounds is not only possible for advanced Chinese-English bilinguals like yourself. In fact, in your very first English lesson, you were making sounds. Even though you might not have understood what sounds you were making back then, it is clear that language learning begins with the production of sound. Because we can make sounds and even say words before we understand their meaning, sound is undoubtedly the most fundamental aspect of human language. The scientific study of speech sounds, within the broad area of theoretical linguistics, takes place in the field of phonetics. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is James, and I am a lecturer of linguistics at Guangdong University of Foreign Studies. There are three main subfields of phonetics: articulatory phonetics, the study of the ways that humans produce speech; acoustic phonetics, the study of the physical properties of speech sounds; and auditory phonetics, the study of the ways that people perceive speech sounds. Even though you will certainly encounter the latter two subfields if you study phonetics at a more advanced level, an introduction to phonetics must start with the first subfield. Therefore, in this unit of our linguistics MOOC, we will explore the major aspects of articulatory phonetics. We will firstly learn about why we need a system to accurately represent speech sounds. Then, I will introduce the parts of the body which we use to produce speech sounds. Finally, we will explore the two major types of speech sounds, and we will learn how to classify them. Now, please answer some questions. The video will pause and then restart after you answer them. It is perhaps even more obvious to non-native speakers of English than native speakers that there is not a one-to-one relationship between English spelling and English pronunciation. This must have been a great source of frustration during your English learning. Let's look at some examples. Would you believe that there are 8 pronunciations of OUGH in English? Let's look at them. 1. Rough, which rhymes with puff. Cough, which rhymes with off. Drought, which rhymes with how. Though, which rhymes with toe. Bought, which rhymes with caught. Through, which rhymes with true. Thorough, which rhymes with butter. And 8. Hiccup, which rhymes with pick up. Perhaps the most famous example of the arbitrariness of English spelling is goatee. This is a creative way to spell the name of an animal. You've probably eaten it recently. To understand how to pronounce this word, let us divide it into its individual sounds. Firstly, in the word rough, the GH is an F sound. So let's use the F sound in rough to pronounce GH. Secondly, in the word women, the O is an I sound. So let's use the I sound in women to pronounce O. Finally, in the word station, the TI is a sh sound. So let's use the sh sound in station to pronounce TI. Putting it together, GH, F, O, I, TI, sh gives us F, I, sh, fish. This example was created by people who argued that English spelling was very complicated and thus needed to be reformed. From these examples, you can see that we cannot use English spelling to accurately represent the sounds of English. Thankfully, linguists also realized this over 100 years ago, and so they created a system of symbols to represent the sounds of not only English, but all languages. There is one symbol for every sound in the world's languages. It is called the International Phonetic Alphabet, the IPA. In other words, the IPA has a one-to-one relationship between the symbols and the sounds, unlike English spelling. These symbols will be used throughout this MOOC. Some look similar to English letters, for example, P, whereas others look very different. For example, Th, which is the Th in thin. Also, you can see we use these symbols on the screen now for written English letters, and these symbols for IPA symbols. In a future episode, we will see a full list of the IPA symbols for English sounds. But first, we must explain what humans use to produce the sounds that they make, and also how to describe these sounds. We will tackle these in the next episode. This is the end of episode 2.1. Here are some questions for you to think about. Thank you for watching.